Just let us get comfy, guys. 1 sec.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Are you?
Right, okay. So, welcome to What the Pluck with Jamie Long. I was going to say Jamie Thacker. Jamie Long and Harriet Thacker.
Yes.
Welcome back, season 4, episode
3.
Tres.
Do you know what I've realised? I listen to this podcast, you do. Everyone knows that. We're really bad at intros and we're really bad at outros.
Are we?
Like, we're good at podcasting, I would say, because I'm my own biggest fan. But we always sit down, we're like,
what shall
3,
we say?
2, 1,
Yeah.
we're back.
Yeah.
All right, we're going back.
Yeah, but I've tried to listen to other people's podcasts to see what they say, and they don't say a lot. They just start it.
Yeah.
They're just like, they don't even say hello or anything.
Rude.
They'll just go, anyway, the question this week. What? And I'm like, are we on it? Have I skipped first 15 seconds?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Yeah.
Anyway, right.
We're back.
This episode is, why are you looking at me like I'm like dazzled?
I'm just listening to what you're saying.
Right, this episode is The Lone Ranger.
Yep. All about...
Being on your own. Celine Dion. All
by myself.
Don't wanna be.
You're not, because you've got us.
Yeah.
But we did a sticker and we put it out on Instagram saying, guys, what topics do you want us to cover on season 4?
We did, and we listened.
Yeah. Someone submitted this and I thought, it touched me.
Yeah.
Because I work by myself and I thought, I can remember us saying on podcast at one point, I think way back when we started, we want this podcast to be like something people who are in the industry, who don't know anybody else in industry, they work by themselves, can listen to and relate and think, it doesn't just happen to me.
We're your big sisters.
It happens to other people as well.
Yeah.
So when I read this, I was like, really good topic.
Yeah. And do you know what? Everybody who sends us an inbox or replies to stuff, we do read it.
Yeah.
We don't just ignore them that are in his inbox or anything. We do read them. So, and we read every comment that you put on that's nice and stuff like that. So,
if they're not nice, we just skip past. But majority are nice. So, yeah, we do read them ones. But, yeah, someone said an episode about, like, being a Lone Ranger, being in salon and working by yourself and, like, basically when you're your own biggest critique, like, how do you compare yourself
to others? And, yeah.
And that's what we're going to be talking about.
That's what we're going to be talking about. Obviously, Jamie's probably going to talk for most of this because I've never worked alone.
And I love being by myself. I do not like people. I know I'm in the wrong industry. I just love to be by myself.
I live on my own. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Like, and I love that.
I do miss... I've worked in both. I have worked in a salon and I do love... Obviously, I only work Saturdays, so through week, I don't know what it's like, whether it's a bit of a lull or like... You have like, Wednesdays and stuff like that. But I did enjoy when I worked in a salon, going in on a Saturday. It's a bit chaotic in the morning, but then by like 11 o'clock, everyone's got that like weekend feeling.
Buzz.
Music's on. All your clients are like getting ready to go out or go do something really good. And there's just that buzz and energy. Yeah. I do miss that. But like I said, I'm my own biggest fan. I can create that buzz by myself. I'll not say it because she'll do it. Play Beyonce. 11 o'clock, clients are walking in. You won't break my soul, like...
You won't break my soul, I'm telling you everybody.
Do you know what I mean? I can met the vibes by myself.
And you're telling everybody.
Yeah. But because we are known for being a bit chaotic and all over when it comes to us episodes, but that's just us.
When it comes to my life.
Yeah.
When it comes to my life, I'm pretty chaotic and all over.
Yeah. But we have made some pointers that we're going to try to stick to.
Yeah.
Some topics that we want to discuss.
Yeah.
But
we're going to try and keep on track. We're going to try and keep on subject, on topic. Yeah.
So what I would say is really important is finding your beauty family or your peers or people in the industry that you're going to have that really strong connection with.
Yeah.
And they can be anywhere. It doesn't need to be a salon down the road. It could be a salon at the other side of the world.
Yeah.
An artist who you follow on Instagram or it could be people in your local town. But if you're by yourself and you're very critical of your own work, you might not have someone to be like, do they actually look, were you like before and afters? Will you give me some feedback? How do they actually look?
Yeah. We used to do this when we were trainers. Yeah. We used to send each other's work to each other and say, does that look all right?
Yeah.
Before, and then, or you'd be like, Yeah, I'd just brighten the picture up a bit, or maybe I'd just put the after picture on because the before. So we did give each other advice, or sometimes like even if we were in a chair, and because we sometimes get some brows that were in chair and we could see it, but getting the student to see it were completely different. So sometimes we would get each other over and say, "Can you just come and have a look at these brows and tell us what's wrong with them?"
Yeah.
Like, it's just another set of eyes. And I think if you're alone, that must be so hard.
Yeah.
Because who do you compare your work to? You compare it to all this stuff on Instagram. Well, everything looks amazing on Instagram.
Yeah.
So it must be really hard.
Yeah.
You've got to have a lot of self-confidence.
Yeah. And I think you need to find those people in the industry that are going to become your beauty family.
Yeah.
Because not only can you go to them, and the person who submitted this episode said that they were highly critical of their own work. So that's why we're mentioning that. But not only will they be able to help and advise you on your work, also, you could have a shit day in salon.
Yeah.
And you're going to go home to your partner and they do not understand why
What's
you've had
gone
this
on.
shit day.
Yeah.
So just being even able to talk about a shit day in salon to somebody else in the industry, that person gets it. They understand how you're feeling because they've probably had exactly the same.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just that ear that you need that's going to listen to your whinge and complain and moan.
Yeah, because even when you write in stuff to us like horror stories and stuff like that, or dilemmas, we can give advice on it because it's happened to us.
Yeah.
Or we're like, oh my God, that happened to me and this happened and blah, blah, blah. So it is good. You need people to like relate to.
Yeah.
So I would say as well, a big thing, if you have not got anybody in a beauty family, definitely to try and find a beauty family, right? You need to have a look on social. You're going to build your beauty family by basically social, really, aren't you?
Yeah.
A lot of people do a lot of networking on social. It's really important to network, comment on their photos and stuff like that. And you'll probably get the same back then.
Yeah.
You'll get the same
uplifting
thing.
Yeah.
Like so many people tag us in their work now. Just because they want us to see it and they want us to like it and they want us there's opinion. Do
you know what I mean?
So I think it's important to maybe even start like tagging them or commenting on the work or whatever. And then even if they do put stories up, send them an inbox. Don't be embarrassed by anything.
Yeah.
Just reply to them and be like, sorry, what's this? And blah, blah. And then you can build like a bit of a connection.
That's how like the friendship and the connection will begin.
Yeah.
In it. So if you're wondering like, oh, it's all right saying get a beauty family, but how?
Yeah.
Something as simple as that. Start liking and commenting on some people's pictures who you like and like inspire.
And by the way, Jamie were my beauty family and look at us now. Bitch!
Inseparable.
Yeah, we could say that we're a beauty family because we work together.
Yeah.
And we were just on the same vibe, weren't we?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we are each other's beauty family. And obviously when we ring each other up and moan about a day that we've had, we know what the other one's feeling. I'm just like, I just can't be asked to talk to them.
Even now, if we like have a tricky client in,
I'm yawning.
it's that 5 a.m. club.
I know it is. Do you know what? The 5 a.m. club has rubbed off on me terribly because 5:15 every morning now I'm awake. Fuming.
Good.
Yeah.
But yeah, even now, if we've had a difficult client, not in regards to how they are, but like a difficult set of brows or lashes or nails or whatever, Harriet will send me pictures and say, oh my God, look at this transformation. And I'll do the same.
Yeah.
Not because we're looking for anything from it, but just because I know you will understand the transformation and you'll be
and
like,
how
oh
hard
my
that's
God.
been. Yeah.
Or if we get a new product that we want, that we're trying in salon.
Yeah.
I'll always send Harriet my results, not because
but say look
you're
at
like,
look
show
at
me
this.
or
This is
whatever. Just because I know you'll be interested.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know
you
what
can't
I mean?
really send that to any other friends, can you? I can't talk about my work to really any of my other friends because they don't get it.
Yeah.
They just think, oh, she just does eyebrows.
Yeah.
Like Harriet's the queen of brows or whatever. They're like, oh, Harriet can do everything with beauty. But that's it. You don't actually know
the nitty gritty and all of that. Yeah. And I think as well from like interacting on social, like we've just been to Brow Awards. We've just done an episode on that. Mm-hmm. Even events like that. Yeah. It's an investment. Like, you've got to pay for a ticket to be there. Yeah. But it's an investment.
And you know what as well? I feel like I don't even really bother telling it, but I didn't really bother telling anybody much about Brow Awards because I think they don't get it.
Yeah.
They'll not get it. And I'm like, but anybody who's in our industry will know how big that were, what we did.
Yes.
But anybody else, I'm like, oh yeah, we're just like hosting the pre-party or whatever. Because you think I'm not going to bother telling you because you don't get it.
Because you'll not get it.
Yeah,
I can explain it, but you'll not.
You'll not get it. But
have a look for events. We're obviously talking about Brow Awards because we've just been and hosted the pre-party and red carpet, but there's like the Lash Awards, which guys we're going to be at.
We are.
We're not hosting anything, or we're just going to be there.
We're just turning up as a guest, thank God.
Yeah.
We're just turning up as a guest so far.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
I'm sure we'll wingle us way in somewhere.
So if you do see us, please come and head on over to us.
Yeah.
And let's talk business.
Yeah.
Let's talk business. It's like me and Jamie a few months back. We were like super excited trying to get like us clients out at door because there were a live happening at 8 o'clock of somebody doing somebody's brows. And I had that on driving all the way home. I had it on when I got in house. We had it on for an hour and a half and we were both watching this live. And it was basically a girl doing another girl's brows. And I thought, what is my life? Like after I got off it, I was like, that's just an hour and a half of my life, but I really, really enjoyed it.
Yeah. So stuff like that, any awards, because obviously there's Brow Awards, Lash Awards, but whatever beauty category you're in, there'll be some awards that's going on, so you need to research. And it's an investment. Pay for your tickets, go there, and when you're there, just go up and speak to people. Even
if you go on your own, I would go to beauty shows on my own as well.
Yeah.
Like I would I were gonna go on my own actually this year, but I would go on my own to places and just think, why not?
Yeah.
Like there'll be people. I'm sure last year when we went to Brow Awards as well, there were people that were on their own.
They did, and a good thing at Brow Awards, which they did. I don't know if they do it at Lash Awards. I'm guessing they do. They do like a WhatsApp group for everybody who's going by themselves.
That's good.
So everyone who's like
a
lone ranger and going, they put them all in this WhatsApp group, obviously, if they like want to be in it.
Yeah.
So they can all talk and they already feel like
they know people.
That's going. Because if you walk into a room, 300 people at like fancy 3-course sit down awards, meals, sit down awards, could be a bit intimidating. I'd have anxiety.
Yeah.
But
I
just
would.
something like that, it's nice.
Yeah. And I think, so if you are going to Lash Awards and you are alone, please come up and tell us that you're alone.
Yeah.
Because you can sit with us. Because we'll be sat on a table full of people we don't know either.
Yeah. No idea.
I mean, we might know, we might not. But they might know us.
We'll go to sit down and think, oh God, not them two on our table.
Not them.
How did
God's
we get lumbered
sake.
with them?
Hey, but at least we'll be able to take banging photos of them because we know everybody's angles. Yeah. I bet people are asking us to take photographs of them. Not be talking about us when they want our ring light, will they, that we're taking.
Next point, we're networking, but I feel like we're kind of talking
about networking,
yeah.
Don't compare on social. So if you are be inspired by social, but don't compare to social. So if you are on your own, the only person who you can compare your work to is people that are on social. Everything on social that you see now is freaking amazing. Innit? There's so many out there. Like my Instagram and TikTok is just full of it. And you're just like, wow, that's amazing. Yeah. Like, I'm like, how does that even happen? Some of it don't even look real.
Yeah.
It's so good. And that makes it like an industry that I'm super proud to be in because I feel like over the years the quality of the work,
like the standard, and
it's got miles better. I feel like I've said this loads of times, it is oversaturated, and there is some people that are giving it a bad name because they're out there training and doing whatever they're doing. But I feel like because there has been so many more people join the beauty community, the ones that were good have had to be great.
Yeah.
They've had to step it up. They've had to be better. So I think don't compare your work to them. Be inspired by it. And think, I'd love to be like that one day. But don't think, oh my God, I'm never going to do that.
Yeah.
Like,
and it is hard. Like, even, I'm sure you do as well. I look at some work and I think, how have they done that? Because I can't
physically do that.
So how have they done it? Not that I think I'm like the be all and end all of
brows.
No,
you think how?
But I'm like, how?
Yeah.
I would like to do that, but I know I can't do that. So how have they done it? Because I want to know so I can do it.
Yeah.
So even like we compare, as much as we say
100%.
like, don't compare yourself on social, it's easy to say it, but when it comes to actually doing it, sometimes you do it without even realising.
You do it anyway. I think even if like somebody's social comes up of like the inside of like these amazing houses and you think, oh God, look at their house, mine's crap. Like you do, don't you? Or like if you see like bloody Kendall Jenner posted a picture in a bikini this morning, I was like, oh, what a bitch. Like I was just like, look at her. Like amazing, absolutely amazing. You compare. It's just it's the life that we live in, and the world revolves around social media. Yeah. I also think a big thing to do when you ain't got anybody to talk to, and you ain't got any, and if you ain't got a beauty family or anything like that, not only not only look on socials and stuff like that, but listen to podcasts. This one. So, obviously, you're listening to our podcast. Amazing. You're doing fantastic. And thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah. And if you ever need any advice, where you've been on your own and stuff, please inbox us. We read every inbox message. Yeah. We read every inbox message. And we might not get back to you straight away, but we'll eventually get back to you. It's probably Jamie because I just don't. So, I'm only kidding. I do sometimes. I do. I've lost my train of thought now. I just go off.
About what?
Podcast. Okay. So I find it really like, I feel like when I go through things in my life, you can talk to your friends about it all you want, but they're never going to really know. They can just give you advice on stuff because they know you as a person and they know that they're your friend. So but sometimes you just need, like, I will listen to a podcast about something what I'm going through or whatever. Or because I like to feel like because there's so much motivation in an actual stranger speaking. Yeah. You can listen. This is why people go to like seminars, like, and listen to like somebody at the front, like giving you all this stuff about life and that and advice. I think podcasts are so educational and they're so helpful, and you really need to like invest in your, not even like your education and like your and your career. You need to invest in your own mental state. Yeah. Like you need to invest. Your mind needs to be the best that it can be. We control his own thoughts. So can you tell that I've been listening to stuff?
I can.
Yeah. I can. I'm going off on one, aren't I?
Did you hear our Harry at the beginning of this episode said Jamie will probably do most of the talking this episode because he works by himself.
But honestly, listen to podcasts that are to do with beauty industry. Listen to them all. Listen to every episode. Listen to, you know, just so you feel like you've got like some kind of like something to, I don't know, just to bring you in.
Yeah, like there's so many out there. Obviously, we pride ourselves on ours being fun, light-hearted, saying unpopular opinions, being just real and raw and talking about stuff how it is. So listen to us for that kind of like bit of an uplift and, you know, bit of a giggle and like to almost, you know, think to yourself, right, I am saying, because it's not just happening to me, yada, yada. Yeah. There is more like serious beauty podcasts out there that'll teach you, or they'll discuss like the industry and standards and education. Health and safety
and stuff like that,
That's great, you know.
They're like educational podcasts.
Educating yourself, And there'll be others about business that might not be about salons or, you know, being a sole trader and all of that, but it might be talking about running a business.
And helping a business grow on social and stuff like that,
Whether you run a car dealership, a beauty salon, or a tattoo parlour, or whatever they're called these days, you'll pick something up on people running a business regardless of what that business is. Yeah. So, definitely
Well, I once went to a Neil and Wolf, you know, Neil and Wolf who do the hair. I once went to like a workshop that he were doing, and it were actually Neil that were there. He were doing a workshop on on customer service. And I went to it because I just thought it were my Monday, and I still went to it, and I were like, it were customer service, and I think it were business management, something like that. And I wrote absolutely like a shitload of notes.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. Even though it were all to do with hairdressing,
Yeah.
I could take that and just translated it to beauty. Yeah. And I met other people there that were like salon owners
doing
and stuff.
Same as,
yeah. I really enjoyed it. So stuff like that. Have a look about what it's about. You know, people do seminars and stuff that you can meet. Like, if you've chose this career, don't just choose it for the money. Like, choose it to be... this is your life now.
You've got to have a passion.
You've got to have a passion. And this is your life that you've chose. And this is, you know, we are living proof that you don't just have to be in a salon doing treatments 9 to 5. You can do other things with it. You can do things on social with it. You can grow with it. You can do other courses. You can do podcasts. You can do whatever.
Your own courses,
you know,
and seminars and stuff like that.
So just really invest in it.
Yeah. And I think as well, you need to, going back to like your work and your treatments and the standard of work, if you're very self-critical, you need to experience treatments yourself.
100%.
So you need to understand, to really push, promote and sell a treatment in your salon, you need to experience it and sit in the client's shoes so you know what
treatment your clients get.
Yeah. So like every time I get a new product in to use, I'll use it on myself.
Yeah.
Because how can I talk about that product or use that product on a client
if you don't know about it?
If I've never used it on myself?
Yeah.
So, you know, you could do the treatments on yourself, pay and go to another salon.
Yeah.
And have the treatment done. Because not only doing that will you experience how... Excuse Blanco. Not only will you experience that treatment, so it betters how you understand and do that treatment, you'll also experience their salon, their space, how you were greeted, how people spoke to you,
or how you can. Not only can you see how good something is, it's kind of like being a little what did you call secret shoppers? Did it used to be?
Yeah,
is that what they were called?
Yeah.
It's also like being like that, so you can kind of think, God, I won't do that. I've gone for my nails done at other places and been like, just because I can't be asked, and I've thought, please don't ask me what I do. And then, but they do, and I'm like, or if they ask you, I just lie. But yeah, when I've gone to other salons and stuff, sometimes I've looked around and you can't help but do it and think, I like that what they've done. Oh, I like that. That were a nice touch. Or then you'll look at it and think, God, I wouldn't have that like that. Like, or you can spot then what isn't good.
Yeah.
Definitely. And I think you can then look at like how they are doing the treatment, how they are performing the treatment. I'd definitely go to a salon as well and get treatments done what you offer.
Yeah. And it's not about, I know for a fact there'll be some people listening to this right now thinking,
copying.
But you're just copying. Look, everything at some point has been copied, taken, or inspired by the people that came years and years before us. Yeah,
true.
So everything is inspired by something.
There's enough room for all of us too.
Yeah.
There's enough room for all of us.
Harriet's walked in today. These are brand new.
I know!
She went, I've got them shelves. I never thought to use them like that. I might do that.
So
I'm not here like...
So I took a photograph of him and he's like, it's in background. Like fuming, and I was like, I'm gonna get them, and he was like, right, get them, Meg. And I was like, I've already got them actually, but I never thought. And then I sent him a message saying, because this picture above us here, absolutely gorgeous. I did the makeup for this photo shoot, so if you see this branding around here, I mean, to be honest, 99% of the shoots I've done the makeup for, but I did the makeup for this shoot. And I want to know where he got that printed off. And I want that frame. I want the exact same in my salon.
I cannot have anything.
No, you can't.
This is just our relationship we're going on about now, guys.
Yeah.
I get something, she's got to have it.
Yeah, of course.
All the bloody time.
But if I got something good, I'd send it you and be
like,
look at this, get this.
I'd want it.
Yeah, get this.
But even like...
Or if I buy him something, I buy it the same.
Yeah. I know it's completely different, but like... If I go to Harriet's salon and she's got these IKEA shelves up with some products on, I'm not going to be like,
you're copying.
I created that.
Yeah.
Because I've probably seen it somewhere and I've not even realised. Like, everything is inspired by something. So
99% of the time, it's Pinterest.
Yeah, you're not copying if you go to a salon and have a look at how they do stuff.
And
It's
have a
not
look at their
copying.
aesthetics.
Yeah.
And the colours. Go on social, pick a salon that looks absolutely beautiful, turn up.
Yeah.
Have a look. Do you know what as well? Pamper yourself. I have a Thai massage all the time.
Because you bloody deserve it.
Because I deserve it and I like going. Yeah. Why not?
And I think to end...
Yeah. We have got a dilemma though, so we're not ending.
Well, as last point, I would say... I forgot what it is already. You need to set realistic expectations.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And that covers every aspect of being in this industry.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's how you want your treatments to look, your results to look, or your salon.
Mm-hmm.
If you're looking at some multi-million-pound salon in Dubai,
Yeah.
and you love the aesthetic, but
gotta
you're
be
new to
realistic.
the industry
Yeah.
and you've got a couple of grand in bank, we need to be realistic.
Yeah.
Your treatments, you know, if you've just trained in like semi-permanent makeup and you're looking at someone like Karen Betts, his results, you know, you can probably get there.
Yeah.
But be realistic.
But you need to concentrate
you're not going to
on
be
where
like
you are
that
now.
next week.
Yeah. You've got to concentrate on where you are now.
And I've said it before, like you loved it last time, so I hope you love it again.
What?
Your day one is
love
not
it.
the same as someone else's day 100.
Yeah.
Even if you're in industry, your day 200 ain't the same as somebody else's 2000.
Yeah.
We're all at different parts of our journey.
We're all on different stages.
We're all on the same journey to be the best that we can.
We're all at different stages of
Yeah.
the road. We're all at different parts of the road, aren't
Yeah.
we? On the same road, but all at different parts of it.
So, yeah, just be realistic and don't like beat yourself up about something that is unrealistic because it's a waste of your energy and time.
Yeah.
Preach.
Preach it, sister.
got
Say
else
it
to
louder
add to
for
that?
those bitches in the back. I ain't got anything else to add to it for a change now.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I thought I'm all talked out, but
I think we stayed on track there with
it
the
was
little
lovely.
points.
It was lovely. That it was a really good listen.
And
I've enjoyed it.
Takeaway: if you're a Lone Ranger, one, you're not alone because you've got us too. Drop us a message.
Yeah.
Send us a DM if you need any
If
questions.
you want us to be part of your beauty family,
we're
come
here.
join. We've got
We're
the
here.
adoption papers sat waiting. Right. Favourite part of the show. Dilemma of the week.
Right.
Are you ready for it?
I am.
Hit me with it, baby. Right. I got scammed for a course that cost me £1,000 and it should have only been a few £100. I'm new and dumb to the industry.
Right. Dumb to the
First
industry.
of all, you need to listen this episode because, and I hope you are listening to it, because you need a bit of self-confidence, girl. You are not new and dumb. Okay? We've all been on courses, haven't we, though, that's thought, this is not what I have, because I've been on like 101 courses. So I've always thought, some courses I've thought, how is this even getting passed off?
Yeah.
How? Thank God I know what I'm doing, because these people I'm training with do not. Like, honestly, some people are just like robbing the money. I think if something like this happens, this reverts back to, we've said this before, do your research. You need to get reviews and honest people. Right, if you see, like, have a look on their tagged things as well. People who have trained there, inbox them directly and ask them what they thought of that course.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. You want to be looking at well-known names as well, who have got that reputation for the training, like whoever that may be. But like you said, look at the reviews, see if you know anybody in your beauty family or anybody, you know, on social who's been and done that training course. I mean, by the dilemma, reading it, you've already paid, you've been on the course. Yeah. So there's not really much you can do.
I would get back in touch with him.
You could get in touch and see.
If you feel like it's not been worth it, I would definitely get in touch and say, you know, like, if you feel like you've not learned enough or whatever, go back to him and tell him that, because they might be able to give you some more support.
Yeah.
But in future, moving forward, I'd be tempted to, I'd be tempted to leave a review, to be honest, if they'd scammed me that money. But
I think speak to them first.
Speak to them first and see what they can offer you and do with it for you. You know, give people chance to rectify the mistakes. They could help you. And what you are thinking that is crap, somebody could have gone on and absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
So
again, we're all on different
levels all on different journeys. Yeah. So definitely speak to them first, I would, and see what they can offer you.
Yeah. And then I think anyone who's listening to this who is thinking of doing a training course, do your research, like we said. Go for them that have got a name or the brands behind them.
Yeah.
And you want to be looking at what they offer post-training. It's not just about your course. Once you've trained,
post out to you, and
are you going to have continued support? Is there someone you can like message, speak to, or email if you have any questions?
Is there like some form of hub that you can?
After you've training, what's the pre-training support? Like, do your research and don't just jump into it and get excited and think, oh my God, this is a new thing. I just want to do first course that I can get on and, you know, get all excited. Yeah. Come back down to earth a bit.
Yeah, let's bring you back down.
And do it properly. Do your research.
Yeah. And that's that. Likes that one.
Yeah.
Really likes that. Short but sweet episode.
Short but sweet.
Yeah. So I hope you got some tips from that.
Yeah.
Definitely. And don't worry, you Lone Rangers out there. You're not on your own. Jamie's a Lone Ranger, aren't you, love?
Yeah. And I love it.
And I love it. That's what I do when I'm laid on my settee watching Netflix with my dog on a Sunday, eating Chinese, and I don't have to put any makeup on for anybody. I love it. Right.
See you next week.
See you next week.